I'm back. Still Wednesday, the 3rd, 2022. Alright, so I got up this morning. I slept almost 6. The chiropractor really helps release my muscles, right? So I had deep sleep, which was good. And it was around 8:30 this morning. I said to the universe, I need a friend today. I need somebody to talk to, right? Like in person. And almost like 8:56, somewhere around there, my buddy Georgie calls. He's like, Teresa, what are you doing? I said, nothing. He said, I'll be there in 10 minutes. We're going for a drive. I said, we are we? And he goes, yeah, 10 minutes. So he said, make your tea. And I said, okay, Georgie. So he was here like in 5 minutes, all right? His time's off. But he says, so we get in the car and we go for a drive all over the back roads, right? You know, just around town, the back roads, not that far. It's not our usual kind of drives that we used to do. And we just chatted. We just talked, okay? And he was telling me about stuff he's seen on the news and all that. And I said, Georgie, it's propaganda, buddy. It's propaganda. And so then we started talking, and we went and checked this one store, and it was closed, and weird hours, 11 to 7, okay? He's a medical marijuana user, and he wanted to buy some hash, and it's a new store, but 11 to 7, weird hours. So we drove around a little bit. He wanted to show me where they're cutting down a whole bunch of trees, which really sucks, right? But it is what it is. The town's in control, don't you know? For now. And so yeah, we end up coming back to my house. He's like, I gotta come in, I gotta use the bathroom. I was like, yeah, no problem. And plus, he gave me a laptop, right? I use laptop, he fixes them up. And for my birthday a couple years ago, and I said, yeah, that laptop too, it's not working, George, it won't turn on. Like, the screen won't light up. It turns on, but it's black. And he's like, all right, give it to me, I'll take it home and see what's wrong with it. It gives him something to do. He lives alone, right? He putters. And so we get it, and he starts looking at my artwork that my son gave me, and the fireplace thing that my daughter I bought, that she picked up, brought here. And he goes, yeah, like, well, you want me to help you move this? So we put in place. I said, it needs a light bulb, Georgie, right? So we got out the manual, and we started reading it to figure out how to do it. And I was like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I don't have the right screwdriver to take that part off, right? I was like, oh, you know, hopefully my son, Luke, will help me with that, because he's a handy man, right? It's very smart, prodigy. And so we sat down at the kitchen table, and we started chatting, right? And I unprogrammed him again. I do this every time we meet, okay? Because he watches the news and the videos and stuff. And I said, Georgie, do I have to program you again? He's like, no, no. And he kept on talking, so I kept on telling him the truth, which is unprogramming him. And lucky for me, he knows a cousin of mine that I never met. And he says, you know, you and Chris know exactly the same stuff. You must learn the same stuff. I said, he's getting downloads just like I am, Georgie, right? And he's like, you guys like know the same stuff? I said, yeah, that's what the downloads are about. It's about truth, Georgie. And I explained how a flashlight works to, you know, shine light on the darkness, right? So that you can see the truth. You turn off the light, and it's darkness. You don't know what's around you, right? George is very smart. He was in a gifted school. I didn't have the opportunity of going, because in this small town, yeah, they keep you down. They don't have stuff like that, right? So George is one of the few people in this world that understands me quite unconditionally, right? Because a lot of stuff I say triggers his memories of being in school. And he's like, I learned that. And then he'll tell me what he knows about it. Okay, we talk about so many different things, okay? Everything. Archaeology, quantum computing, I showed him I was learning quantum parse grammar and stuff like that, and he was quite interested, right? I told him how the left hemisphere and the right hemisphere of the brain works, and how their language created inner turmoil and stuff, so that it doesn't communicate like it used to. But that's getting repaired too. He's been repairing the piece of the brain that they took out of him too, right? Which is pretty cool. But like I said to him, nobody can do it but you, right? So yeah, smart man, good to talk to. And we got into so many different conversations. I thought he was going to like just drop me off, go to the bathroom, and go home. But no, we sat down at the kitchen table and talked for 3 hours. I made him a coffee. I had a cup of tea. And then finally, all of a sudden, right, we started getting into stuff like